Welcome to Inside Building and Construction with ZD Law. This is a program that's going to focus on the built environment, on infrastructure, on design, and on how critically important it is to all of us. My name is Michael De Chiara.
And I'm Michael Zetlin. And Michael and I are the founding partners of Zetlin De Chiara, a firm that has been representing the design, construction, and real estate industries for the last 2 decades. Through our involvement in this industry, we have met some of the key players that have helped literally build this world. And we're glad as part of this series to share them with you. Now, looking at something and talking about projects, Michael, why don't you switch gears and tell us about some hot projects?
So in this segment of our show, we like to focus on some projects that we feel are particularly noteworthy and bring them to the attention of the viewing public. One project that I've been watching is the Gateway Tunnel Project. The Gateway Tunnel Project is Amtrak's answer to what was called the Arc Tunnel Project. The Arc Tunnel Project was a project that was supposed to provide a new rail link between New Jersey and Manhattan, much needed. And without getting into the politics of it, it ended up not happening, but the region still is in dire need of a new and additional rail link from New Jersey to New York. It would increase the overall train capacity by 65%. And there will be all kinds of other things that will be associated with it, from bridges that have to be constructed to realigning tracks, to working on something called Penn Station South. This is where this new tunnel will terminate in Manhattan. But the biggest issue with this or any other project, including the Arc Tunnel project that didn't go through, is how do you fund it? And the projected cost for this project is $14 billion, and the money that's been allocated for this project is precisely $0.
Michael, stop there, come on. So a project like that, $14 billion, right? In today's economic climate, how does that get funded? Is it a reality?
I knew you were going to ask that question. Well, look, the reality is this tunnel or something like it will get built. The reason I like to focus on the Gateway project is it's the first major project out of the box to come after the failed Arc Tunnel project. Now, how will it happen? It will happen if it makes up for the deficiencies that we had in the Arc Plan. The Arc Plan involved the Port Authority of New York, it involved the federal government for funding, and it involved the state of New Jersey. What's missing? Well, how about New York, New York City, and Connecticut? How about a backstop to the cost overruns? So what we're hoping is that the people putting together this Gateway project, and you can see the plans behind us, it's beautifully constructed, beautifully conceived, the construction of the design, that is, but how will it get funded? And that's really the answer. And Michael touched on previously the concept of public-private partnerships, and we'll get into that in a little bit, but that's the key, and I think that's how something like that might get funded.
Well, Michael, talking about projects that actually do get built, what has really caught my eye is what's going on in China. China is on a bridge frenzy. It's a craze going on in China. They just finished the Qingdao-Haiwan Bridge, 26 miles long, for under about $8 billion. And
wait. You said 26 miles long. Now, this bridge, this tunnel from New Jersey to New York is probably 2 or 3 miles max, and that was going to cost $14 billion, and they're building a 26-mile bridge for how much?
No, not building. They built it. That project is done, $8 billion. What's going on now is this Pearl River Delta Bridge, and you see the design, it's spectacular. This is a Y-shaped bridge that's going to connect Hong Kong, Macau, and mainland China. It's 31 miles long. They expect it to cost $6 billion, and it includes tunnels that will connect to man-made islands, and you have fabulous design. And when you combine design like you see with this bridge, with innovation, and the commitment to get bridges like this built, and you'll see what an engine it becomes for that region, an economic engine for that region. It's that type of commitment and will that has to be brought here in the States, combining design with innovation and commitment, Michael.
You know, it's shocking to me that, for whatever reason, the Chinese can build these massive projects, and if the Chinese say it's going to take 4 years, it takes 4 years. If they say it's going to cost $6 billion, it costs $6 billion. We can't design the most preliminary designs for an infrastructure project in 4 years, yet in China they can design it, they can build it on time and on budget at a fraction of the cost that it would take to do it here. Why do you think they're able to do that, Michael?
Michael, there are a number of reasons that happens, and I think that might even be a discussion for another day.